All right, Gina, I think we're okay to go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order at 4:02 p.m. And I'd like to remind everyone that we are being streamed, the meeting is being streamed online. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Monica.
Thank you. Please stand if you can. I pledge allegiance to the
To the
flag
flag of the United
States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands,
and
a nation
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Okay, now we move on to any individuals desiring to address the Personnel Commission. Do we have anyone?
Look like it.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, so now we'll move on to the approval of minutes of April 21st. Any questions on that?
I move to approve the minutes of April 21st as printed.
Second,
Okay. Maria, you approve?
yes.
Okay, and Anne approve.
Yes,
All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, motion approved. Next, we move on to the eligibility list. And the first one would be technology support technician. Do we have any questions on that?
I do.
Okay,
This is Maria speaking. Is the Evan Fricker, is that any relation to Dr. Kim Fricker?
Yes, it is. It's her son. And the other one, Colin Smith, is the son of Matt Smith.
That
oh,
was gonna be my second question.
okay.
Is
Maria, just to tell you, the interview panels, both panels had reps from CSCA 823, which included Dave Niles, Art Contreras, and I'm forgetting Andy Harper,
Okay,
And how long is this temporary position gonna be?
till August.
okay. So then Colin Smith is the,
Son of Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
yes, but he is the technician as, that has started already.
No, not yet. They're in the process of being fingerprinted and everything.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay, any other questions? Okay,
So did we hire both Evan and Colin?
Yes. We started off with, Maria, I believe we started off with 13. 8 had the necessarily qualifications. 6 interviewed, then one of them dropped out because I'm not sure. And then towards the end, I believe 1 or 2 more dropped out because I think maybe they thought the position was going to be more remote than on site.
Hmm,
And unfortunately, I think they were looking for more remote positions than a combination of the two.
So this means that they will have to show up at the district or
Well,
which sites?
they'll be they will be considered essential workers. So they'll be at the DO, and then if they have to be deployed with the sites, if there's any tech issues, that will be part of it.
So they move from site to site.
Yeah. How's at the DO?
I have a question. We've got Colin, but then number 2 on the list is Benjamin Durr.
Yeah, he bailed out at the last minute.
Oh, he's the one. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Any other questions, ladies?
That's it for me.
I make a motion to accept the eligibility list.
Second,
And second, okay, all in favor, say,
Roll
Aye.
call.
all,
but
yeah,
you need names.
Yeah,
Need
roll
roll call.
roll call.
Anne,
Sorry, Gina.
Yeah, aye.
Maria,
Yes.
Since they can't see us, Gina, we need to have the name attached.
okay. All right, the personnel order motion has been passed. Okay, now we move on to business matters, and we are going to open the public hearing for the 2021 Personnel Commission budget.
I think we
Actually,
for personnel orders to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gina, you
I'm
skipped,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm
No, you
sorry.
skip those two.
Yes, okay. I make a motion to accept personnel order 1920-16.
Second,
Anne
Seconded.
and Maria? Okay. It's been moved and seconded to accept the personnel order 1920-16. I make a motion to accept personnel order 1920-17. I need Maria?
did you need a second?
Yes, I'll second it.
And second, okay, Maria?
Yes.
No questions, anybody?
No.
No?
We should vote on it.
Yes, no, I'm waiting, I asked if there's any
Any
question.
questions?
Okay,
I'm good, Gina.
alrighty, excellent. Okay, Anne,
Yes,
Maria,
Yes.
and yes for me, so motion, personnel order 19-2017 has been accepted. The motion is passed. Okay, then we move on to business matters to open up the public hearing. I need a motion to approve the opening of public hearing to discuss the adoption of the 2021 Personnel Commission budget.
so moved.
Okay, Maria,
I'll second.
okay, Anne,
Are you taking the vote now? Yes.
okay, we are,
I have questions before.
okay,
Um, In looking at the budget from previous years, there's quite a range, especially for the, let's see, so then the secretaries and clerks, it went from 72 to 115 to 98.
right,
Just the fluctuation is kind of odd to me, how it went way up and then it declined for this year. And then
Yeah.
also for the operating expenses, it was 10,000.
well, I was a little confused on
And then
this.
13,000, and then now this year it's 41,000. So that's like a 28,000 jump from 2019, 2020.
Well, I'm a little confused on this form because it says for the 19-20 school year, it says actual or estimated amount. And then for the 2021, it is the budgeted amount. So does that mean that the reason that we're budgeted for 90,000 this coming school year is because we went over the 73,000 from the estimated amount?
Juris? Is Juris still on or am I missing?
here.
one?
Is there?
Can you hear me?
Juris,
I'm here. Okay, so the 2019-20 on that column, that's the actual that was given by fiscal services. So that's the actual and not the
Okay, so it's
estimated.
not estimated, okay.
It's not estimated. The 2020, we've actually kept the budget exactly as the estimated from last year, exactly the same.
No, not
It
exactly.
doesn't show that.
No.
Yeah, no, last year's was estimated. Like this is the actual right now that they're giving us.
Okay,
So
so you didn't
um,
actually give us last year's budget on this sheet then.
no, so
Oh.
this year's, but yeah, no, you don't have last year's budgeted
Right.
sheet. Last
Okay.
year's budgeted sheet included estimated for 2019-20.
Okay, so the 2021 budget is exactly the way it went in for 1920?
Correct, as estimated from last year.
Okay,
Right.
Does that make sense?
okay, so we were over on clerks and secretaries.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, the same with, let me see. Okay, over on clerks and secretaries.
that's the only thing I think we were over on was clerks and secretaries. Everything
Mhm.
else looked under the estimated, but under the actual budget.
That's correct. And then
Except,
if you look at the total expenditures, we're still,
We're
so
still-
we still over project from last year's actual budget.
okay. Juris, I have a question. When it says, the amount, if there's leftover monies, does it go back? Does it roll over to the next school year into the
No.
budget, or where does it go?
It
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 was-
Goes back
reverts
to the
back to the
district.
district funds. I'm not sure exactly where, but it goes back to the district. The money will revert back to the district.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
Yeah,
then,
the money does not accrue.
Right.
okay. Any other questions on the, so, I'm confused because we said that we were going to go into closed session, but I never, are we in closed session right now?
No, we don't have
No,
to
You
close.
don't have to.
Okay, so now I'd like to make a motion to go into closed session at 4:14.
Yeah. Gina, we didn't,
Gina,
I'm sorry, we didn't
Go
have
ahead.
a closed session on the agenda tonight. Is there a reason that we need to go in?
I don't think
No,
so.
that's only if we have questions.
I don't think, we don't have any personnel issues to discuss, so I don't think we need to
No.
do a closed session.
Not this time,
We do
next
need a vote, however, on this
and
budget.
Gina, yeah, you need to vote on the budget.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the budget as presented for the 2021 school year.
A second.
And second, Maria.
Yes,
Okay, Gina, yes. It has been approved and seconded to adopt the Personnel Commission budget for the 2021 school year. Okay. Okay, now we move on to the report from the director.
Okay, the first and most important thing is the classified study is coming to a close.
Yay.
Yay, I know, it's almost been a year. So what happened at this point, the last final stages is they gave us their drafts based on our input, and then we had a few days to look over those drafts and submit another round of changes. CSEA 105 and 823 has been along for the process. So have the employees that have completed the survey and done the interviews. Our next Personnel Commission meeting, we will have to take action and vote on those classified job positions. So what I would like to do is when I get the final round of everything, I would either like to, there's two options. You could take an electronic version I could send to you for your review of each one, or I can print out a hard copy of everything and send it to you via email. And then you can just let us know after the meeting today what version you prefer. What will happen is CSEA and I will meet one more time on May 27th, which is next week, to do like a final round of like just questions and answers. And then we might have to do a special session for the Personnel Commission, so we don't have to wait an entire month to get those voted in, but I will keep you posted on that. That is what is left on the classified study. We just need to take one more look at them. I would like you to have some time with them and then bring it to the commission next time. Yes, Anne?
Will there be an indication where changes have been made so that we can see what those changes are?
There's actually two files that I will give you, or I will give you two
The
sets.
original and the new one?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So part of me thinks it's better for you guys each to have a hard copy, even though it's a massive document, but I am willing, basically you will have a Google Drive of both. So if you don't want it hard copy.
So you'd mail a hard copy out to us?
Yes.
Okay,
In meeting with CSEA,
What's wrong?
sorry, Monica, in meeting with CSEA, was there any pushback? Was everybody pretty satisfied
You know,
with the results?
Maria, for me, I went through every job description with executive cabinet. I gave Robin and Art, I think no one's pay changed really, except there was some new classifications for special ed, which I will go over with them from instructional aides. A lot of it was just updating language because it was so out of date and updating titles. There is some concern about titles that we're going to work on May 27th, but not any really big pushback yet. Most of everything went out to the employees who took part in the study, and they each got a chance to appeal. So they had a right to be heard.
And were there any appeals?
There was a few. A lot of them just agreed to the changes. But again, on May 27th will be like the final version of everything. So we're going to take several hours just to go line by line on all of them.
Okay.
So
Thank
20
you,
is
Monica.
a big day,
Mhm.
because, I could give 100 job descriptions to someone and they might not have time to go through all of them. But on the 27th, we're going to have to go through all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
But I will send them all to you, hard or Google, whatever you prefer, just email me and we will handle that. But I'm hoping to wrap that up by the 1st of June or the second week of June. So we can start making those changes and calling those employees in, and if it affects them. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about, though I'm not using any names, is we were faced with an appeal process that I'm looking for a hearing officer for. Because of the times I had to, because the hearing officers locally have not been available, I have contacted our state personnel commission office for options. But in the midst of all that, the grievant, I'll call her, filed a untimely grievance against the process, which they have a right to do, but is out of order. Usually the grievance is filed before an appeal.
Yeah.
I did respond to the appeal and denied it based on grounds that we did follow progressive discipline and there was an abandonment of job. So I have not heard from them since then, but I will keep you updated, and we probably will have to go to closed session next time on that. But I do wanted to keep you updated on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is such an extraordinary time. I'm surprised that they filed a grievance on the delay.
No, the grievance was filed. The grievance pretty much looks like the appeal, but it's just a different, usually you do a grievance before and then you do the appeal.
Right. It's the lesser of the two. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. So I'm not sure if it's a way to guarantee that a hearing officer is done in person, which we were willing to do anyway. So
Right.
we'll see what happens.
She just may feel she's covering all her bases by
Yeah.
doing both.
And that's
Mhm.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Anything else, Monica?
No, I think the classified study is a big thing.
It's huge.
I think the opening of school, what that looks like will be a big thing for us. It's just we are not quite there yet. But I will bring updates as we have more solid information.
Okay, great. Okay, Maria or Ann, you have any other questions or have questions?
I do not.
Okay.
I just wanted to say thank you to Monica for all your work on the classified study. I know it's been a huge
Immense.
endeavor. And thank you to Juris and Lucy and Lily for all of their work as well.
Yeah. It's a huge job. I did it years ago and it's a huge, enormous
Oh,
job.
yeah.
Great job.
I'm hoping that since we did such an extensive one this time, that I know we're supposed to do them every 3 years.
Right.
I can't go back in history and fix that, but I'm hoping that in 2 years when we have to do this again, that it won't be so
Expensive. Mhm.
extensive.
Well, it will be. It'll be a piece of cake.
I hope so, knock on wood.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Now we move on to matters from the commission. Maria or Ann, do you have any matters?
I do not.
I just made my statement.
Okay, great. I have a request. I'd like to present the idea of having a closed session discussion at the next Personnel Commission meeting to discuss the director's goals and an evaluation.
Okay.
If Monica, if you could please provide us by email your goals for the coming school year
Okay.
and reports of your achievements this past school year. So we'll be prepared for our closed session at the next Personnel Commission meeting.
Cool. Is, Gina, can I ask, is there a certain evaluation form you want me to work off of?
Not that I'm aware of, but let me
Okay.
look into it and I'll let you know.
Okay. Because I would be glad to fill in whatever you guys want me to fill in.
Okay,
So because just like you put a goal and you put your action steps and then you do progress. So if you want me to make one, I can.
okay.
No.
Let me look into it and I will let
Okay.
you know. Thank you. Other than that, that's all I have.
Okay.
Anything else from anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
How's everybody doing in all this? Are you all getting along well?
I think we're getting along well. It's just that, it's very busy and trying to solve all the issues or whatever comes up. It's a process, it's constant, and we just want to make sure we're making the best decision for the kids and for everyone.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's a big process of getting ready if there's going to be a new school year on campus or not.
I think Hannah has done a good job of and she's the director of student support services. We've kind of funneled all communication through her office. The tech department with Andy and his crew and ed services has done a job getting off the one-to-one devices. Mary Ann, she does behind the scenes, making sure all the food is getting to the kids, that
Wow.
everything is disinfected and sanitized, and people have the appropriate safety gear. So it is a big team effort. Josh has been, working with, trying to figure out how we come back to school and do the social distancing. And he has to set up all my Zoom meetings so I don't mess them up.
the meetings are getting complicated. I have more and more and I have to get invited to one and I think, oh, I better check and make sure that I'm not doing it differently at that time.
My alarm keeps going so I don't miss them. So I think, it's been truly a team effort. I don't think everyone will realize all the moving parts, and that's okay. It's just that we proceed in the right direction and everyone is safe.
Right.
I got to view the sit-in on the board meeting on Monday night. And I saw last week's Wednesdays as well. And there are a lot of moving parts and so much to consider in opening,
Oh, it's amazing.
and in going back to school and how that's going to look like in the future moving forward. So
This is all new. We've never
it's
done any of
new
this.
to everybody. It's new to everybody. So hats off to all of you. I commend you all. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you,
Nice to see you
Joshua,
guys.
for doing the meetings.
Yes, thank you, Josh.
Not a problem.
And Juris and Lucy and Lily and Monica, thank you so much.
All the leaves, all the requests, it's different and we're not all together. So
Yeah. It makes
you
it
know-
harder to communicate.
I can remember the furor that went around the district when we changed in 2000 and they thought all the computers were going to go down and everything was going to fall apart. And, and nothing happened, of course. But
Y2K.
here we are now. This is totally different 20 years later.
Okay, anything else? Anybody?
Be safe, all of you.
I hope everyone's being safe.
Yeah,
And
stay healthy.
Thank
Thank
you. Okay,
you.
I make a
Good
motion.
night.
Oh yeah, don't leave yet.
Item adjourned.
Josh, what do we have to do? We have to.
She has a motion and vote.
She has to
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 4:27.
second.
Okay, Maria and Ann and Gina.
Aye.
Approved. Have a
Aye.
wonderful evening, everybody.
All right.
Have a good night.
Good
Thank
job.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Take care.
You too.